Hello everyone, welcome back to Online Studies, Standard 8, Subject English, Unit 3.3, Topic The Last Leaf. Let us solve the question and answers of this topic. Let's begin. Question number 1. Supposing you are suffering from a long-term illness of 1 or 2 weeks, fill up the table of do's and don'ts. Let's begin. Do's. Go to the doctor for diagnosis. Don't try any medication of your own. Second point, take medicine on time. Second, do not avoid meditation on time. Third, take a suitable diet. Third, avoid junk food. Fourth, take rest. Fourth, avoid physical stress and exercise. A1. Simple factual activities. First, write whether the following statements are right or wrong. First one, Sue and Johnsy were very close friends. Right. Second, Sue was a rich girl. Wrong. Third, Johnsy was hopeful that she would live. Wrong. Fourth, Johnsy was suffering from the dreadful illness pneumonia. Right. Second, correct the following statements. First, Sue and Johnsy were very good neighbors. Answer, Sue and Johnsy were very good friends. Second, Johnsy was eager to recover from her illness. Answer, Johnsy had made up her mind that she was not going to recover. Third, Sue ignored Johnsy completely. Answer, Sue looked after Johnsy well. Complex factual activity. First one, what did the doctor tell Sue and Johnsy? Answer, the doctor told Sue that Johnsy had one chance in 10. That chance was for Johnsy to want to live, and Johnsy had made up her mind that she was not going to get well. He also told Sue that medicines alone would not help if the patient did not want to live. Second point, describe the ivy vine outside the window. Answer, outside the window was an old ivy vine, twisted and decayed at the roots, that climbed halfway up the brick wall. It had lost most of its leaves due to the cold autumn. A3. Activities based on vocabulary. Read the passage and choose the appropriate meaning. First one, what is the meaning of struggling artist? Options are given to you and the right answer is artist trying hard to earn a living. Second, skeleton branches. Answer is bare branches. Second point, make pairs of sentences to show the difference between the meaning of the following homographs from the passage. First one, now see, interest word is having two meaning here. First one, the bank gave a high rate of interest to its customer. Second, the audience soon lost interest in the boring match. Second point, well. The well was too deep. And second point is, the teacher sent Ria home as she was not feeling well. Now let's jump on to the next question. Question number 4, A4. In the sentences given below, pick out the main clause, the subordinate clause and the subordinator. First one, there was a colony where many struggling artists lived. Main clause, there was a colony. Subordinate clause, where many struggling artists lived. Subordinator is where. Second point, those who looked after her very well, Johnsy showed no signs of improvement. Main clause, Johnsy showed no signs of improvement. Subordinate clause, though she looked after her very well. Subordinator, though. Third, Sue thought that she had fallen asleep. Main clause, Sue thought. Subordinator clause, that she had fallen asleep. Subordinator, that. Question number 5, A5, response question, that is personal response. 1. What type of attitude should a person have when he or she is ill? Answer, when a person is ill, he or she should have a positive attitude. She should have a cheerful thoughts and courage and try to keep the mind occupied. Only then medication will help. Question number 2, read the following passage carefully and complete the activities. A1, simple factual activity. Write whether the following statements are true or false. Now this is passage 2 and it is starting from page number 67 to page number 68. Line number, what is it dear till coming masterpiece. Okay. Now Johnsy kept continuing the leaves on the ivy vine. Answer is true. Second, Johnsy had made broth for Sue. False. Second, Old Bremen was a successful painter. False. Fourth, Old Bremen served as a model to young artists. True. A2. Simple factual questions are done. Now complex factual activity. First one. Explain the false belief that Johnsy had about the ivy vine. Johnsy felt that when the last leaf fell off from the ivy vine, she too would die. Second, who was Berman? Explain why Sue called him to their flat. Berman was a painter who lived on the ground floor. She called him to be her model for the drawing she was making for that old man. A3. Activities based on vocabulary. Read the passage and choose the appropriate meanings. First one. Wielded the brush. Answer is painted skillfully. Second, masterpiece. An exceptional beautiful work of art. Second, make pairs of the sentence to show the difference between the meanings of the following homographs from the story. Now see, this word left is having two meanings and you have to make sentence with two different meanings. First one, Sheila turned to left and she saw a long line of taxis. Second, my friend left home before the rain started. Just. The children had just left when the magician arrived. Second, it is the duty of a judge to be just. 4. Activities based on contextual grammar. In the sentences given below, pick out the main clause, the subordinator clause and the subordinator. First one, Old Berman was a painter who lived on the ground floor. Main clause, Old Berman was a painter. Subordinate clause, who lived on the ground floor. Subordinator, who. Second, I want to see the last one before it falls. Main clause, I want to see the last one. Subordinator clause, before it falls. Subordinator, before. A5. Personal response. Do you think that Johnsy was talking nonsense? Or did she have some forewarning that she would die? Answer. I think that Johnsy was talking nonsense. How can the number of leaves on her ivy vine indicate when she was going to die? This is just having negative thoughts when the mind is idle and frightened. In this manner, we have completed 2 passages of this lesson. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you all are liking my videos. Please like, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel Kids Study Fun and Food. Thanks a lot.